My name's Lee, and today I'm going to be taking you through a step-by-step process on an afro burst fade. In this tutorial, I'm going to be working with afro-textured hair. The look I'm aiming to achieve today is something quite geometric that can be worn in its expanded shape or more compact, closer to the head. I will complement this look with a burst style skin fade on the sides, and an alternative styling method will be demonstrated at the end of this video. It's important here to choose the correct techniques to get the desired results. I will start by assessing the curl pattern, hairlines, head shape, and face shape. We like to cut afro-textured hair visually, so the first thing I will do is comb out and expand the existing shape. I'm going to do this by using the wide tooth attachment on the Dyson Supersonic. I have the machine set to a medium speed and a low heat. Once I'm happy with the expanded shape, I'm going to adjust with an afro comb. Let's get into the cutting. I will begin by using my scissors to set the shape throughout the sides. I chose to use my scissors as I feel I have much more control than using a clipper. The sides are usually a delicate area when working with afro texture, and getting a smooth transition from the recession point of the head is paramount. A rule of thumb I like to work by when shaping an afro is to start at the lowest point and work to the highest point to achieve a smooth and seamless finish. Once I am happy with how the sides are looking, I will then move on to shaping the top. On this particular hairstyle, the top consists of the front hairline right through to the nape. I'm switching to my clipper now, as the hair is much denser through the top and I have more length to remove. For me, the scissor wouldn't be an efficient choice of tool here. At the front hairline, I'm being careful not to remove too much length, as my aim here is to have a look which can be worn expanded or tighter to the head. I'm taking away just enough hair to add structure and balance. Once I'm happy with how the front is looking, using my rule of thumb, I will start at the lowest point, which in this case is the front, and work through to the apex of the head being the highest point. This will ensure a smooth transition and control of shape. I'm being sure to take my time here and not rush this process. The shape here is the star of the show, so it's important that I get it right. From experience, these shapes get tighter and smoother as the refinement goes on. Using the top as a guide, I will follow the same process through the back, visually carving the shape until I am happy with the overall balance. After the shape is set and I am happy with the overall balance, I will move on to the fading process. The first clipper guard I'm going to use here is a number 3 with the lever fully closed. You'll notice I'm cutting with the grain, not against the grain. This is because afro-textured hair is usually quite delicate and reacts differently to Caucasian hair. Clipping afro-textured hair in the wrong direction can leave gaps and irregularities in the shape. Next, I will take my trimmer and create my zero line, approximately 1 finger's depth around the ear line. I will follow this with a foil shaver to reveal the skin. Be sure to leave a few follicles as you approach the zero line for ease of blending and a smooth transition. As with any haircut, it's important to think about and visualize the finished look. I want to leave the hair looking darker towards the front hairline to complement the shape of this hairstyle. I'm going to establish the temple curve first, as this will act as a great visual aid and a reminder to be mindful of the color spread towards the front hairline. This will look harsh to begin with, but well worth the striking results in the end. The next guard I'm going to use is a 1.5 guard with the lever fully open. In the same fashion as my number 3, I'm going to be running the clipper with the grain. Next, I will close the lever and keep working in the same fashion. I could start to see the color of the hair lighten as I work down through the guards. Next is a number 1 guard with the lever fully open, followed by the number 1 guard with the lever fully closed. Once I am happy with how the color spread is looking, I will then turn the clipper over and start to work against the grain. I'm using the same guard here, a number 1 guard, and have returned to having the lever open. This will remove a significant amount of colour in comparison to the same length working with the grain. Working with the descending graduation method, I will then close the lever to a true number 1, followed by no guard with the lever fully open and slowly closing until the 0 line fades away. Notice I am using the end few teeth of the clipper to ensure maximum control. I'm going to use the trimmer to flick over my initial 0 line to ensure a smooth transition. Move on to the next panel behind the ear and repeat the process. Once I have followed these initial steps, I will go back through and refine using the number 1 guard, opening and closing the lever to smooth out any dark areas that still remain throughout the fade. Repeat this process on the other side. Once I'm happy with the fade, I will then use my scissors to refine the overall shape and smooth out any discrepancies. Moving into the final stages of the cut now, I will be working on the front hairline and the nape hairline. Starting at the front, I will comb down enough hair to make a defined hairline, but being sure not to eat away at the shape itself. My aim here is to have the hairline neat, but not pushed back. I will use my trimmer to achieve the line, and my scissors to further refine and smooth the transition. The neckline has a natural V shape in it, so I'm going to refine and sharpen that shape with my trimmer. For the finishing touches on the look, I'm going to sharpen the perimeter hairlines with a razor. Always pull the skin tight when using the razor to ensure ease of use and comfort for the client. I'm using consistent smooth motions with the hand for accuracy. And that is the smooth expanded shape finished. Thanks for sticking out the tutorial to this point. I have a bonus styling option for you. I'm going to use the curl sponge to encourage the hair to coil back down closer to the head, creating separated twists. To achieve this look from its expanded shape, start by spraying a fine mist of water over the hair. This will immediately start to encourage the curls to shrink down. Next, I will apply some matte paste throughout the top and emulsify with the water. Using my curl sponge, I will rotate it around the head until I reach my desired result. Be gentle here and take your time. The results are usually the best the longer you can stand here and do this. And that's the alternative styling method complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. To see more like this, you can browse through our online resource library. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.